journey may be tough, and the experience may be bitter, but they are the stepping stones to our children's future. Despite the pandemic, the Pias Gaang Elementary School is now presenting the second virtual graduation with the theme Strengthening the Quality of Education Amid the COVID-19 Pandemic. Presenting to you the pillars of Schools Division of Ilocos Norte. Starting with Schools Division Superintendent Dr. Joanne A. Carpus, CESO 5. Dr. Rosalinda P. Salmasan, Public Schools District Supervisor of Corimao. Mr. Jerry M. Ladso, School Principal 1. Mrs. Remedios S. Reyno, Master Teacher 2, Grade 6 Rose Advisor. Mrs. Miriam A. Suga, Teacher 3, Grade 6 Conde Advisor. Mrs. Cherry Joy C. Cabute, Teacher 3, Grade 5 Sampaguita Advisor. Miss Rosenda C. Abraham, Teacher 3, Academic Teacher. Mrs. Lianilin R. Cadeng, Teacher 3, Grade 1 Coronation Advisor. Mrs. Edita B. Alegre, Teacher 3, Grade 1 Adelpha Advisor. Mrs. Haslin S. Candaroma, Teacher 3, Academic Teacher. Mrs. Novi Krishna S. Sarmiento, Teacher 3, Grade 3 Santan Advisor. Mrs. Jean A. Alejandro, Teacher 2, Grade 2 Kamya Advisor. Mrs. Gina C. Ascension, Teacher 1, Grade 4 Dama de Noche Advisor. Mrs. Gemma C. Kumamo, Teacher 1, Grade 2 Gumamela Advisor. Mr. Richmond V. Bangkirig, Teacher 1, Grade 5 Cherry Advisor. Miss Marlene A. Katigay, Teacher 1, Kindergarten Advisor. Mr. Rafi James R. Andres, Teacher 1, Grade 4 Kalalili Advisor. Miss Febelin V. Pastor, Teacher 1, Grade 2 Dahlia Advisor. Mr. Jeremy B. Paliwanan, Teacher 1, Grade 3 Rosal Advisor. Mr. Virgilio Agapito R. Gabay, Administrative Aid 1.
Tumayo po tayong lahat, ilagay ang kanang kamay sa ating dibdib at sabay-sabay nating awitin ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Bayang magiliw, perlas ng silanganan, alab ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuyang ka ng magiting, sa manlulupi, di ka pasisiil, sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong bughaw. May dilagang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal, ang kisap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagniningning, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may di magdidilim. Lupa ng araw ng walhati pagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya na pag may mga api, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Itaas ang kanang kamay at sabay-sabay nating bigkasin ang panunumpa ng katapatan sa watawat ng Pilipinas. Ako ay Pilipino, buong katapatang nanunumpa sa watawat ng Pilipinas at sa bansang kanyang sinasagisag na may dangal, katarungan at kalayaan na pinakikilos ng sambayanang makadiyos, makakalikasan, makatao at makabansa.
Mountains and the rivers, to the plains and winding trails, to the shores where breezes linger. That's the place I love so well. It's the home of men who loved her, men who died to keep us free, men who told no bad the weather, that anyone will never be. Region 1, oh Region 1, there's no better place I see. Region 1, oh Region 1, dearest home by far to me. From her care I learn my lessons, in her veils I work and play. She has kept me safe and happy as I live on day by day. From to other lands I wander as I search for wealth and fame. In my heart I will remember Region 1, beloved name. Region 1, oh Region 1, there's no better place I see. Region 1, oh Region 1, dearest of my far to be. Other lands I wander as I search for wealth and fame. In my heart I will remember Region 1, beloved name. Region 1!
Sarikit ketika ilupuan, inggit ka sa sarili, pati Diyos kinalaburan. At taong nakageta, ikilubog pati din na magan, kaskatikit at putihera, sila mo bawat paningan. Anak mo, di ba'y kustilken mapagkalkan? Hindi turet di puso, kagyat di puso adalan. Yuda amin at kay kaysa, amanalak di pagkayaatan. Di pusa bigyan kinamitin, nagluwag balina pagkamdan. Itasak lulunod kailangan manual pagilian. Kawan kenanton yuluna, ikade agli pa'y kenablan. Kemla tumapay naman yung keneskoda, anak mo at kalalatapan. Nagan mo rin kami waragawa, itiyamihan sa malubungan. Itasak lulunod kayo sa nuwan pagilian. Kawan kenantonyo luna, ikake agli pa'y kenablan. Kemla tumapay naman sa keneskoda, anak mo at kalalatapan. Yagan Tuloy kami maragawa, iiyamin at ang malubungan. Ilong norte, tampok pakyanan, ikat ang kailupan. Ilong norte, tampok pakyanan, ikat ang kailupan.
Napintas na libus ka, tampukin na taek, upok tanap ken banbantay, namse kinabak na. Puloy getting ati baybay, nadalus makapabang-ar, daluyun nga agsubli-subli, iti kadilyan agumbi-umbi. Nudumteng ti igaaw, ti arapaw kurimaw, umili wenugan ka na dari kagay na ken kaag na baybay mo napnuan sa guday, aldaw rabi makaabukay, paraiso ni karayo, awan mawaw ti kurimaw. Ikarkararag ni nga agnanayon, linaken tanaw kurimaw, gameng ako kubi-kubam, tintuag sartan, ingkang salwadan, nabanayag baybay ti pantalan, apagsang nadan panamayan, paraiso ni karayo, ay ayat kenda ka, kurimaw.
May we listen to Rodken D. Nino for his opening remarks.
The very able Schools Division Superintendent Dr. Joan C. Corpus and other officials of the Division of Ilocos Norte, our untiring Public Schools District Supervisor Dr. Rosalinda P. Salmasad, the local government unit of Curimao, headed by Mayor Edward T. Kilala, beloved mentors, headed by our principal, Mr. Jerry M. Labso, barangay officials, fellow completers, friends, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is my honor to welcome each and every one of you to our virtual graduation amidst the health crisis in our country facing right now. This school is 37 to celebrate the accomplishment of every pupils. It is a fantastic achievement for each of us to make it here today. And I am proud to share this moment with all of you. We cannot achieve this goal without the supports that keep motivating us to reach the end line. On behalf of the class of 2020 to 2021, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge them, because the truth is none of us could have made it here today without them. Parents or guardians that are here to support us as they always have. I know we do not always show it, and even many of you are tired of our complaints and disobedience. We pupils owe a lot to you. for all the sacrifices and sufferings you have carried on your shoulders. I cannot fathom on how thankful we are from all of you. Our teachers and our administrators too are here with us today. The notable teachers of this school, their dedication to their pupils is a symbol of this school's excellence. Thank you is not enough to express our gratitude for molding us and helping us survive the past 6 years. In this regard, we are here to celebrate the graduation of class 2020 to 2021, a class filled not only with knowledge, but with compassion and ambition. Thank you and welcome to our graduation.
The presentation of graduates by Mr. Jerry M. Labso, School Principal 1.
Our school's division superintendent, Dr. Joanne A. Corpus. Our public schools district supervisor, Dr. Rosalinda P. Salmasan. Ma'am, in my capacity as the school principal 1 of Piasgan Elementary School, I have the honor to present to you the 51 strong candidates for graduation, 23 boys, 28 girls, of the school year 2020-2021 who have satisfactorily completed all the requirements of the elementary curriculum as prescribed by the Department of Education. Likewise, I would like also to present to you the 42 strong kindergarten completers, 15 boys and 27 girls who have satisfactorily completed all the requirements of kindergarten curriculum as prescribed by the Department of Education.
Dr. Rosalinda P. Salmasan for petition for confirmation.
Our school's division superintendent, Dr. Joanne Corpus. Ma'am, upon the presentation and certification of the school head that the candidates for graduation school year 2020-2021 have satisfactorily completed all the requirements prescribed by the K-12 curriculum of the Department of Education, I, as public schools district supervisor, hereby petition for the confirmation of their graduation with all the rights, privileges, duties, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Ma'am.
The acceptance and confirmation of Dr. Joanne A. Corpus.
By the authority vested in me by the Secretary of Education as the Schools Division Superintendent of the Schools Division of Ilocos Norte, enacting on the certification of your school head that you have satisfactorily completed all the requirements of the K-12 curriculum, and upon the strong recommendation and petition of the public schools district supervisor or education program supervisor in charge of your school for the confirmation of your graduation or completion. I, Joanne A. Corpus, in my capacity as the school's division superintendent, now confirm you graduates or completers for the school year 2020-2021 with all the rights, honors, privileges, as well as duties and obligations thereto appertaining. Starting today, you are eligible for admission to the next level of education. Congratulations and good luck.
The Academic Excellence Awardees of Piasgaan Elementary School Batch 2020-2021. Atos A. Alonzo with high honors. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Ernesto V. Alonzo. Joanna Marie V. Gallo with honors. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Juanito S. Galot. Luchal Caroline B. Gatok, with honors. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Lucky V. Gatok. Paul Master S. Gibb, with honors. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Virgilio L. Gibb. Mark Joseph G. Manuel, with honors. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Jennifer T. Manuel. Holly Lorraine Nino, with honors. Parent, Miss Loreline R. Nino. Rodkent D. Nino, with honors. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Roderick S. Nino. Rafael Cian Tabin, with honors. Parent, Miss Marginona A. Tabin. The graduates of Piasgaang Elementary School, Batch 2020-2021. Benemerito Mitli R. Dafa Eldridge Shantin G. Fabilyaran Ethan Angelo A. Gahete Ariel Brent G. Gonzales Wayne Kenji C. Geb Paul Master S. Manuel Mark Joseph G. Nino Rodket D. Tabin Rafael Cian. Aguilar Lady Maurice Sofia S. Alonzo Atos A. Bagindo Aliana Jem P. Kabute Rowella Ann O. Dadoy Sofia A. Diaz Zia Isabel T. Fernando Margaret Jamaica D. Galion Eritz Ann Krista S. Galiano Rochelle G. Galot Joanna Marie V. Gatok Luchal Caroline B. Lazo Trisha Lorraine G. Nino Holly Lorraine. Wamerga Ashley May V. Pascua Nathalie D. San Juan Adrienne Castley R. Abraham Mark Louis B. Balantak Adriel Kyle T. Biag Jake Brian G. Kakdak Mark Dave C. Canlas Aldrin Gian E. Castaneda Chrysler Josh S. Filon John Nico D. Gahete Drake Kian C. Menor George Rejan S. Pakawan Benjamin S. Pagarigan Kian Clyde B. Kinahon Brad Jeriel S. Sakatrapos Mark David D. Uy Reinhard Seraph C. Cabezas Jeverlin Angel L. Kaide Scarlett S. Kumamo Shaila Sherry G. Dadoy Charles Kimberly L. Fabilyaran Princess Jamila D. Galvez Janina N. Pasis Lori Piel I. Pagirigan Audrey Danica. Rakuya Jennifer Christine G. Salaan Frances Syra D. Tabin Desiril Ann G. Umayam Annalisa C. The completers of Piasgaang Elementary School, Batch 2020-2021. Barola Mike Darrell C. Dadoy Sander Ian G. Daipo Chris Angelo M. Drapeza Marcelino T. Navarro Asher JB V. Sadjan Juniel Jake E. Basilio Tricia Gabriela L. Kalakal Maha Yasi A. Kandaroma Rish IVG. Gahete Kiana Lake C. Go Azian Kim A. Gonzales Quinley D. Lakaba Andrea Lorien N. Layawen Kathy Makiha G. Nino Jane Rose. Wamerga Maria Janelle P. Pasqua Athena Margot P. Kilala Marinette Carla C. Kinahon Lynn Ashlynette S. Santelia Amara A. Tulali Sofia Danielle S. De la Cruz Brecan D. Vincit Kurt Johan B. Galapia Preston John V. Galarce Henino J.O. B. Gonzales John Keeden R. Mantos Sian 30S. Pagirigan Michael. Umayam John Luis M. Valente Lance Cesar D. Arcicho Luisa C. Argelia Irish Cataleya S. Dinsid Amiel Chire. Gonzales Princess Emerald B. Macabio Maria Sofia K. B. Nino Micaela Nicole C. Pacanya Lorena Venice A. Pasqua Alyssa Nicole A. Saddam Pauline Eriza B. Saludes Janine May T. Silao Rina P. Soriano Angel Faith C. Atos A. Alonzo for her academic excellence address.
To our school's division superintendent, Dr. Joanne A. Corpus and other officials, the official dome of Corimao, headed by Honorable Mayor Edward P. Kinala, the teaching force of Kiosdang Elementary School, headed by the equally able principal, Sir Jerry M. Lobsok, parents, fellow completers, friends, a beautiful and pleasant day to all. My friends, I feel quite lamentable because we were not able to see each other face to face, sharing our joys, our fears, our problems, and our experiences. Much to our desire, we cannot do anything. We have to adhere to health protocols brought by this pandemic. At any rate, after all those days of wondering if we could make it to the end, finally, we are here at this very moment that marks the summit of our journey, graduating class of 2020-2021. On behalf of every student here, I would like to express my sincerest gratitude to all the teachers and mentors we've had in our life. You are the candles that light the way. Thank you for using your precious time and wisdom for us. You have taught us and still teaching us to achieve excellence. You help us on our way to success. I believe that we're a much better person now than we would have been had not met all of you. I would also like to thank all the parents for your endless support and patience for all of us. You have lovingly cared for us all these years and set the foundation for our future. There are not enough words to express how thankful all of us are. Today commemorates hard work of not just us graduates, but also the parents and teachers. It is a very special day that won't be forgotten, even if we leave the portals of Piasgan Elementary School. Today, we acknowledge and give recognition to the people we've met, the lessons we've learned, the tears, the laughter, and the memories we've shared in our years as grade school students. For everything we take with us, there is something that we leave behind. This school year, we don't have so much memories, but the memories we had when we were in grade 1 to grade 4 will always linger in our hearts. And finally, we're done with it. That it is all over now. But it isn't. With every door shut, opens another. Now, this isn't necessarily a bad thing. Today, we show our teachers, our parents, and ourselves that we're evolving out of our baby stage. Today, we show the world that we are ready to take on the next stage of our academic life, high school. All of this is possible because of everyone here and all who are lovingly taking care of all of us. So thank you. I would like to also thank every single teacher for changing lives and for helping me learn more. Whether in Galang Elementary School or not, a certified educator, or just a simple person I received guidance from, thank you. You have instilled a love of learning in me. You have helped me grow and guided me. And I'm sure many other people too. To all my friends, classmates or not, thank you very much for sticking with me. Thank you for believing in me even when I didn't even believe in myself. Thank you for having my back all the time. You guys made me feel that I have a big and wonderful family. A great thank you from my heart to my wonderful, beautiful parents, Mr. and Mrs. Ernesto Alonso. Thank you for all the immeasurable love, care and time, effort and discipline you are providing and building for me. Without you, I could not make it to be number one possible. I hope I made you happy today. For your patience, for waking me up every morning and telling me to answer my modules. Thank you. I will forever be grateful and rest assured that I will study for the better in the next ladder of education. I am greatly honored to stand before all of you today as the pupil with high honors of Class 2021, not only because of the awards that I have received, but because I am also part of an amazing batch, a batch that has achieved so much in our primary years, a batch with so many different personalities and talented people, maybe in big ways and maybe in little. Some people think that getting the highest award is far beyond their dreams. Some people think that it is an easy feat. If you were born to skillfully memorize the whole periodic table and read the whole series of encyclopedic books, I may not be the right person to give advice right now, but maybe when I'm 60, I can give you better. Let us remember that every goal has its hardships. Our goals might be far when we look at it now, but the first step of trying is one step closer to our goal. There is no such thing as a small act. Every act creates a ripple with no end. Fear, it can be wisdom, or it can be an obstacle. I say, march through the years with the courage driven by your passions. Each one of us here is born with the potential, the spark waiting to be ignited, to achieve. It will be a confusing and bumpy road, but trudge on, warrior. Every great hero starts with a small spark. Achievements do not have to be grandeur. But what matters is that you're fighting for something worth fighting for. No matter how small a difference, you are making one step closer to success. Be queer, be quirky, be odd. Don't let anyone ruin your dreams. Remember that even it is hard to see in the midst of chaos and confusion, the only thing stopping you is yourself. My fellow graduates, go for it. As a close, let us remember that President Theodore Roosevelt once said, "Far better is to dare mighty things to win glorious triumphs even though checkered by failure, than to remain with those poor spirits who neither enjoy nor suffer much, because they live in the great twilight that knows not victory nor defeat. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
The message from our school's division superintendent, Dr. Joanne A. Corpus.
Respected local government officials, DepEd division and school officials, barangay and parent-teachers association officials, school heads, teachers, parents, stakeholders, learners, graduates and completers, guests, friends, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant day to one and all. My warmest congratulations to all the members of Batch 2021. This school year will always be considered as the most challenging period in the history of the Department of Education. The COVID-19 pandemic has brought challenges in all sectors around the world, and the field of education is no exemption. In order to provide and sustain our clarion call of promoting quality, relevant, and liberating education, despite all adversities we currently face, we have devised multiple ways so that learning still continues. We have experienced grueling transitions and birth pains, but we never surrendered because we are one team with one common dream. At first, the learning modalities that we have employed in the new normal have brought despair and destruction. But we have overcome this because of your dedication and determination. I feel delighted to congratulate you on this pivotal facet of your life. After several months of enduring the struggles brought about by the global crisis in the educative process, you are now ready to ignite the torch of excellence which you have earned through your incomparable patience and perseverance. Your teachers have provided you with the most fitting kind of instruction which you need as you continue your quest for the fulfillment of your dreams. I congratulate them for serving as game changers in the new education landscape. From ordinary facilitators inside your classrooms, they eagerly transform themselves as module writers, online teachers, teacher broadcasters, and radio announcers to cater your needs and interests while you are learning at home. I believe that every parent wants to invest the future of his or her children to the best school he or she knows. As such, my gratitude is offered to them because they have entrusted your early education to the school's division of Ilocos Norte. Our battle against COVID-19 became easier because they are always there to serve as your shield, shelter, and strength. My sincerest appreciation is also given to the provincial government of Ilocos Norte and all the benevolent stakeholders for their incomparable support to the programs, projects, and activities of the school's division. The strong partnerships and linkages that they have built with us serve as our instruments in combating the challenges caused by the pandemic. And this important milestone of your lives, please be reminded that the greatest rewards that you have are the values that you have obtained from the tales of trials that you've been through during the school year. Make these as sources of inspiration for you to do more and be more. I pray that the Lord will forever guide you as you step to the next rung of the educational ladder. Always take the positive path, and He will crown you with success that you truly deserve. To all of you, congratulations and good luck.
The message from the Regional Director, Dr. Tolentino G. Aquino.
It is with great pleasure and admiration that I convey my best wishes and profound felicitations to all the graduates, completers, and academic awardees of the school year 2020-2021. The efforts you have exerted to accomplish your academic tasks in the difficult times are something worthy of praises. Graduation and moving up ceremonies are the much awaited events in the life of every learner as they represent the golden times of reaching higher education and achieving dreams and aspirations. Definitely, the road you have taken is rough, but all the struggles are worth considering as they are the first few steps that will define your future success. Indeed, finishing this challenging school year during these trying times of COVID-19 pandemic is remarkable since it has been inevitable to face and accept the new normal landscape of education. It has been a school year of extraordinary hard work, dedication, and passion for all school leaders, teachers, learners, and parents in dealing and coping with chosen learning delivery modality to meet the most essential educational requirements. While it is admittedly difficult, you may take it positively as you have been given the opportunity to adapt to difficulties that have strengthened your innate potentials. Likewise, the incessant motivation and support of parents towards the seemingly thorny road to success caused by the global health crisis, as well as the strict obedience to various health and safety protocols, have enormously pitched in to this moment of your graduation and completion. My dear graduates, completers, and awardees, you have just marked another significant milestone in your continued quest for excellence and successful future. Certainly, more challenges will still come your way. However, to hurdle this, you should stay focused and always remember that your dreams are within reach when you are determined and committed to realize them. My beloved parents, community officials, and other stakeholders, accept our heartfelt gratitude for the victory we have achieved today. Thank you for being an effective and efficient partners of the Department of Education in the implementation of distance learning. Your untiring support is a deeper reflection of the unconditional love you have bestowed to the learners through the years. Undoubtedly, you have greatly taken part in realizing the goals and objectives of DepEd's pivot to quality education under the Sulong Educalidad program. Our sincere commendations to all our DepEd officials, the school administrators, faculty members, and non-teaching staff for providing the highest degree of service para sa bata, para sa bayan. Finally, with this happy celebration of your graduation and completion, it is with confidence to say that you have given our team for this year, strengthening the quality of education amid the COVID-19 pandemic, a very special meaning. Congratulations and have a wonderful graduation day and moving up ceremonies.
The message from the Secretary of Education, Honorable Leonor Magtolis Briones.
Good day to each and everyone who is attending virtually present at this time of our graduation ceremonies for our beloved and very precious graduates for the school year which ends at this time. First of all, I'd like to greet the parents and family members without whose sacrifices, whose reminders, and whose participation in the learning process for our graduates have resulted in this culmination program. This year, your role has changed drastically, where we've always believed that the matter of educating our children rests nearly exclusively on our teachers and our staff. This time, you parents, you family members, you who are in the households of our learners have expanded your role and contributed to this wonderful day wherein finally, our learners are graduating in this culmination exercise. So congratulations, because this year has not been very easy, has not been a picnic for our teachers, for our family members, as well, especially the parents, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and all who have contributed to the achievement of our learners at this time. So, maraming salamat at congratulations, parents and family members. Mas malaki ang role ninyo at this time compared to earlier graduation exercises. Secondly, I would also like to greet our teachers, without whose very careful review and careful supervision of the work of our pupils and our learners, this event would not be taking place at all. And so thank you, teachers. Your role has also expanded, in addition to seeing to it that the modules are faithfully followed, the assignments are correctly implemented, and the learners are truly learning. And you have had to deal with new ways of assessing the performance also of the learners. So congratulations, teachers, for enduring, for your patience, for your love for our learners, and your willingness to engage in a way and methods of teaching which are different from those which are used to. Assessment must have been especially difficult for you, especially since you were not able to see most of the time our students in face-to-face meetings, and most of the meetings, of course, were virtual. We'd also like to thank the local government units for their interest, for their cooperation, and for their continuing contributions to the needs of education, even as our children do not go to school. Your donations of material as well as financial resources at this time are most welcome, and your advice has been taken seriously not only by our teachers by our school officials, but also by our officials in the Department of Education. We continually talk with local government units, especially in times of disaster, in times of great need for classrooms, for space, and for responses to unforeseen emergencies. Thank you, local government units. But of course, most of the congratulatory greetings fall on the deserving graduate. Each and every one of you is truly special. You are different from the other graduates who have passed through the portals of your school. You went to school practically without seeing your teachers, if at all. You went to school with your parents, your mothers, and your fathers hovering over your shoulders and seeing to it that you are able to complete your assignments. You are completing your studies at a time when examinations and assessments are different. You are culminating these long months of hard work at this time, even as you have to do family chores, even as you are distracted, and even as your world has turned upside down, and it seems and it appears as if we don't know what the future holds and what will happen next. But you have persevered, and now you are ready to graduate. And therefore, you deserve each and every bit of congratulations from us in the Department of Education, from your parents and family members, your teachers, from the officials in local government, as well as in the parent teachers associations. You deserve each and every single congratulatory pat on your back, each hug virtually, of course, and each greeting, which I am sure you are also receiving virtually. I don't know if you will remember this event many, many years from now. I have tried to recall myself who our graduation speaker was when I finished high school and when I finished my college studies. All I remember is that the graduation speaker was someone important, someone who was invited because that someone is supposed to give a message. What was more important to us graduates at that time was the excitement of the celebrations, the happiness and the joy of our parents, the sadness of parting from our classmates and from our teachers, and the enjoyment of all the graduation events that usually take place come commencement day. When I was a college student, we had a series of events which were designed to embed in our minds, which were designed to help us remember and not forget our days in college. We would spend one whole day going around the campus, visiting the classrooms, saying goodbye to our teachers, and sharing memories. We would have bonfires to say goodbye to each other. We had baccalaureate services where we committed ourselves to God and we prayed for guidance when we go out into the world. So many celebrations, and the speaker, of course, is the least important and easily forgotten component of the graduation exercise. Nonetheless, I will exert all efforts to share with you what I see are things or issues which a graduate should remember and recall. I have said that you are very special. You are very different. You are pioneering. There has been no other class like your class. There has been no other graduate like you as a graduating student because you are the very first graduate of the blended learning response to education in the Philippines. And so you ask yourself, what awaits you in the world outside? You can either work because the kind of curriculum you survived and underwent as a student will enable you to go to work if you wish to go to work. Some of you will proceed to further studies, and this would be a wonderful thing because there are many opportunities for further expanding your knowledge, for further answering and looking for explanations of issues, events that make you curious, especially in science, in technology, and also in the arts. So you can work, you can go to further studies, and perhaps some of you will settle down, hopefully not too soon, so you can pursue what you really want to do. So today, this is why we call this exercise a commencement exercise. It's not the end of our studies. It's not the end of all our efforts with blended learning, with modules, with floods, with earthquakes, and of course with COVID. It's a commencement of doors opening to you. More doors will be opened because you are a graduate. You can work, you can proceed for further studies, you can help your parents, and you can perhaps look for opportunities to do what you have always wanted to do, whether at work, whether at advanced studies, whether at learning more in science and technology, in mathematics, and in the arts. All of these opportunities are available to you. More doors are being opened. I hope you will select the door which arouses your curiosity, the door which will help you know more about this world, and the door which will allow you to contribute to the development of our country and contribute whatever we can to solve our problems and our challenges. Congratulations once more to each and every one of you. Congratulations to you, parents and family members. Congratulations to you, teachers. When I was chair of the board of Silliman University, each time we had graduation ceremonies during the baccalaureate and during commencement itself, I would cry. I would cry because you are sending out into the world a new batch of graduates, and we want to be sure that what is awaiting them is appropriate. We want to be sure that they are ready for what awaits them when they select which door to open. And so, we tell you, go out to the world, do whatever you want to do. God be with you, and be sure, be assured that all of us love each and every one of you. Congratulations.
The message from our very own Municipal Mayor, Honorable Edward T. Kilala.
Isang mainit at malugod na pagbati sa mga completers and graduates ng Curimaao School System for school years 2020-2021. Binabati ko kayo lahat, lalong-lalo na ang mga estudyante, mga completers, mga graduates. Of course, it's been 18 months since the pandemic started. And right now, I couldn't say, are we better off now than we were last year? Of course, mahirap magsalita ng tapos. Lalo na ay lately we've been hit. Ang Curimaao ay ang naging parang the surge has been rather alarming. And we are continuously experimenting. Hindi natin alam kung hanggang saan ito, hanggang kailan matatapos. But kahit papaano nairaraos natin na unti-unti kayo bilang mga estudyante ay tuloy-tuloy na humahakbang para someday makamit niyo rin ang inyong mga pangarap, pati na rin ang mga pangarap ng mga magulang. I'm so happy na kahit ganito yung nangyayari, ay tuloy-tuloy na nakakapag-aral kayo. Of course, it is not as easy, or it's not as convenient as it was before. Kasi ngayon, madaming adjustments ang ginawa ng school system. At kahit papaano, hindi nasira ang inyong mga pangarap. Hindi naging balakid ito na matupad ang inyong mga pangarap. Ngayon, gusto ko rin batiin ng mainit na pagbati ang mga magulang. I would also like to congratulate you kasi na kayo nga naganak apo padaknet nga at dagi estudyante nga pailang anak ko maragsakan na ta tuloy-tuloy. The new graduates, the completers are now even closer to their dreams. Siyempre, ang mga magulang ay wala nang mas nanaisin kundi makatapos at makamit ng kanilang mga anak ang kanilang mga pangarap. Of course, sa pangarap na yan, kasama rin ang inyong mga magulang. No success would ever be meaningful kung hindi kasama ang mga magulang sa success ng mga bata. And lastly, I have to say, ito talagang gusto ko rin batiin ang ating mga hero. These people or these heroes, they made this possible. They made the continuity of our educational system tuloy-tuloy. Kahit na I could imagine the sacrifices you made. Sa mga ating guro, maraming salamat. my sincerest gratitude. Maraming salamat po sa inyong tuloy-tuloy na pagkalinga sa ating mga estudyante, despite the fact na sabi ko nga parang ibang-iba. This is different. Hindi wala muna yung mga usual rights, graduation rights, yung mga agiyok korti sabsabong, agiyok korti medalya. But lahat naman po tayo, lahat, hindi lang unique ito sa Corimao, hindi lang sa Ilocos Norte, hindi lang sa buong Pilipinas, ngunit sa buong mundo. But then again, I couldn't be happier that kahit papaano na iraraos natin sa mga guro, kayo ang aming mga bayani. Ang buong pamahalaang bayan ng Corimao ay bumabati sa inyo, sa mga completers, sa mga graduates, sa mga estudyante, sa mga magulang, at mga teachers, mga non-academic personnel na nagsasacrifice sa ating upang mairaos natin ang ating educational system. Maraming salamat ulit. Muli sa ating mga teachers, isang taus-pusong pasasalamat. Huwag po kayong magsasawa sa aking pasasalamat sa inyo dahil walang katumbas ang inyong sakripisyo ang ginagawa sa amin at pati ng ating mga anak, mga future ng Corimao. Sana po tuloy-tuloy po tayong maging hopeful. Tuloy-tuloy tayong maging faithful. Agkarkararag tayo. Sapay ko matamalpasan dito yung krisis na dimteng ti sangkailyan, sangkalubungan. Ang Corimao lalong-lalo na sana tuloy-tuloy po ang ating pagkakaisa. Maging watchful ho tayo. Tulad ng sinasabi nila, we can only survive this if we work together. Again, maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. Ulit-ulitin ko naman, sana po tuloy-tuloy din ang ating disiplina sa ating mga sarili. Baka sakali hindi malayong panahon, babalik na ho tayo sa normal na ating pamumuhay. Again, maraming salamat and congratulations to all the students. Thank you very much.
Luchelle Caroline B. Gatok to lead the Pledge of Loyalty.
Fellow graduates, raise your right hand and repeat after me. We, the graduates of Class 2020-2021 of Pias Gaang Elementary School, Corimao, Ilocos Norte, do hereby solemnly pledge to give our undivided loyalty and honor to our alma mater, to help attain the objectives of education, to perform our duties to our country, and to achieve the goals of the Republic of the Philippines. So, help us God.
Paul Master S. Dieg for his words of gratitude.
Good day and mabuhay. Before we close this ceremony, I'd like to take this opportunity to say on behalf of the class 2020-2021, congratulations to both the graduates and the family and friends who have helped us arrive at this moment. We graduates, it is clearly seen our outstanding achievements and its well-deserved pride. Though does not merely end awarding of certificates and diplomas and medals, and be followed by hanging to our walls just for many people to admire it. So exactly what today means is not the highlight of great applause for such token receipt, but rather accentuating the individuality on how far we set our limits. Just think about all that brought us here, all the trials and misfortunes, too great to recall all the nights of studies, all the grades, all the stress, all the efforts, all the insights, all of it. It all comes together here today in this ceremony. Moreover, as we all have observed something strange. Yes, as we witness our defying fruitful journey come to an end today. Another door awaits us with lots of opportunities, chances, challenges, and pursuits. There's come a time that we will apply all the information, knowledge, and wisdom today. And the time is now as we live the days of our alma mater, kindly embody the ideals that we learn and possess. The vision of holding the light of future and show the world our individuality with gratification. Nevertheless, adversities are not an exception to the rule of having success. Sure, we will have predicaments, but despite of that, don't forget to hold on character. That is very crucial. That will be a reflection for tomorrow on how we will build a strong foundation in our family, peers, community, and even to ourselves. As I leave a noteworthy quotation from a famous philosopher, Confucius, our greatest glory is never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Once again, good day and congratulations to all of us.
The Parent Teachers Association, the teaching staff, the graduates, and the completers of school year 2020-2021 of Pias Gaang Elementary School, Corimao District, Corimao, Ilocos Norte, wish to express their sincerest gratitude to the benevolent donors and all wonderful people who in one way or another generously extended their great concern for the welfare of the school and to the success of the second virtual graduation and moving up ceremonies 2021.